Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Vlars here, aka Super Divorce, and we're checking out the Madvent calendar, day number 1. Madvent calendar, edition number 4. End of the line is what they're calling it, probably because there's a train, the train line. Car number 1. Let's go ahead and let's do number 1. Because it's the first day of December right now. RIVP-1 by Future Reality Softworks. Flickering lights. Rip through the fabric of space and time. Try to grip reality. WASD to move, shift, walk, left, right. What'd that say? Left to tear, right to knock. Okay. Let's play. Let's play. I remember doing something like this. I tried one of these last time, and I didn't like this game. I didn't like doing this. I didn't have very much fun with it. Let's see if this one's any better. You knock and you tear, and you knock and you tear. You tear stuff up like this. I'm not quite sure what the... Maybe it's Christmas theme because you're kind of unwrapping a present, so to speak. What is that? Why does it sound like... Why does it sound like a drop of water when I knock? That doesn't make any sense. What's the moral of the story here? What am I supposed to be gleaning from this? I don't understand. Knock, knock. Rip. Attempt to rip the wall. Water drip. Attempt to rip. Knock, knock. Rip. Tear. Then you go in this room. You knock on the door, you hear water drops in a bucket. I guess you can jump up here. Look at this guy. He's just ripping at things. Okay. There's a bigger hole. Am I to jump through here or what? I guess so. Okay, then you fall. This just... Besides the ripping, which you do when you unwrap a gift, I don't see anything Christmassy about this game. So far. And maybe I'll be proven wrong. I didn't get all the way through the one that I tried last year that was a rip and tear scenario. It just didn't hold my attention. It didn't seem like a fun gameplay loop, as it were. But I don't know. I guess you just walk straight. Here's a kind of... What is that? Am I supposed to tear that? Or is it already torn? Like, what's that right there? Is this a train car? Some sort of... I'm at a loss for words, kinda. Because it just doesn't add up to me. Where are we right now? What is this place? We're tearing the fabric of space and time. We don't know why. It's supposedly somehow Christmassy. But no one's told me exactly. Here we go again. I didn't even tear anything. This looks like where I just landed previously. I don't even know what this stuff is supposed to be. if it's papery, if it's... Where, do I go over here too? Just keep falling? Just waving my hands. Okay, there we go again. In the same exact place. And these kind of look like stacks of ice cubes. I don't know if that's what they are. They could be stacks of ice cubes. They could be glass block windows. They're kind of expensive if you want to have those put in your home. If you want glass block windows. Be prepared to shell out, especially in this economy. What is he doing there? Why does he keep doing that? I didn't see a button to press to wave your hands like this. I don't know what that's supposed to simulate. And why the dripping? Why is there a dripping noise? What is... There's like a burr, burr, burp. And sometimes I can knock and sometimes I can't. Knock, water droplet. It's starting to piss me off a little bit. Knock, water drop. And then you get this sort of error sound playing. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, we've ripped some more fabric here. Do I drop down here? Or is that gonna kill me too? Okay, we've fallen into a ball pit of sorts. As you can see, we're walking through the balls and they're all flying all over the damn ass place. Now we can rip our way through this wall, and we've picked up a box that I guess we're supposed to use to help us jump onto some higher ledge or platform. I don't know, I'm just holding it. I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. I guess maybe when I take it where it's supposed to go, it'll automatically shift into that position. I have a feeling I don't want to just walk off the side, because then it'll probably just start me all the way back at that same spot. Maybe I take it back indoors. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I take it back in here. But what do they want me to do with the box? What's with the box here? What are we doing with it? Am I supposed to put it in the balls? Am I supposed to... Let's see. Can I put balls in the box? The controls are pretty limited. You got the knock button and the rip button. And right now, I seem to not be able to use either of them. There's a window. Maybe I should just jump off the side. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't see anything else. So I'll give it a shot, please. And it's a new place. Now I'm outdoors. You can tell by the moon. And I'm still holding the box for whatever reason. Okay, now maybe I'm walking down the road to Scrooge McDuck's house. Maybe that's going to be the big reveal. That's how it's a Christmas-themed game. You're going to end up stopping by Scrooge McDuck's house, or maybe just Scrooge himself. Maybe old Ebenezer Sneezer. With the lights. This is a nice looking part of the game. See? This is better. I like the way this looks. I didn't like just the jumbled mesh of just horse shit where you're walking around tapping on stuff. But this has a good vibe to it. This is a good feel. Nice design. This is more my speed. Sometimes you can get so abstract with level design that it just, like I said, it looks like a jumbled mesh. Oh no, I've placed that, and I suppose I jump over, and now we're in the graveyard. A Christmas time graveyard. And since we don't know where we're going, I'm just going to choose moving to the right for now. We'll walk the roads to the right and see where that takes us. Because what's good to do when you're exploring a new place, especially if it might be kind of labyrinthian, is just pick one direction and keep turning in that same manner over and over again until you found your way out. I found that works a lot of times in games like this, where you're trying to figure out where to go. There's no map. So say you enter the labyrinth. Start making right turns exclusively, or make exclusively left turns and just see where your path takes you. And I think you'll find that it's an efficient way of navigating, as opposed to just getting to a different fork in the road every few steps. You're like, well, maybe I'll go right. This seems like maybe I should go left. I'll go right. And then you're trying to find your way back, and you don't know where the heck you're supposed to be going. And I forgot all about ripping and tearing through. So maybe one of these labyrinthian fucking mausoleums here. Maybe we knock on a mausoleum door. I still don't know exactly what happens when you get a successful knock. It seems like sometimes there's like a little tearing that occurs, but not always. So I don't know. I'm not certain. I'm just trying to tear at shit and trying to find my way. It's not necessarily the most exhilarating gameplay, but I'm doing what I can. And I'm knocking and tearing because I don't know if knocking even really does anything. I've seen some tears in the fabric of space-time a few times, but I don't know if that was already there, if it was because I knocked on a wall in the right spot. Knock. And what's going to be really, really shit is if none of these open up. And I just go through like a Christmas fool. What if you got to check each individual gravestone? Then you're getting into the realm of the cumbersome. You're making your players do monotonous shit that most normal people are going to have a tough time having fun with. Is this really fun? I guess if you like opening things. But again, that little dripping sound is kind of pissing me off, because I don't know why that happens. Why is it that when I knock, someplace in the distance, in my left ear, I hear a water droplet? Why? Why would we do that? Can't open the coffin. How about... Is that something? Hey, look, we found a fucking thing. Alright. Okay, now where are we? Now there's like an eyeball staring. And... jarbled noises. Some sort of jarbled shit. See, this looks like you'd be able to tear it open, but you can't. It looks ripe for the tearing, but it's actually not. And that's something else I don't like. If you're gonna give the player these clues or cues, whichever you prefer, they could be cues, they could be clues. Putting false clues everywhere. It's like, oh, I'm looking to tear the wall, and this wall has a bunch of fucking cracks in it, like creases and crumbles that you would see on wrapping paper that might have been disheveled. But no, that's not actually... Oh, but that time it works. Just on that one spot. And I don't know why. Why did that one spot come off? Okay, what did I just grab? What am I holding now? See, there's too much left in a state of ambiguity. I don't know what I've got right now. And there's no way to know. I've got this thing. What am I holding right now? I didn't get a good look at it before I picked it up because I was too focused on the wall that I kind of tore, that only tore in that one spot. And now, I guess I'll go back this way and maybe see if this thing can be used for something. I don't know what, because I don't even know what I'm holding. Pretty tough to put the pieces of a puzzle together when you don't even know what items you got. Solve this puzzle by using this thing that you got to complete a riddle. Well, tough to do when you don't know what the riddle is. When you've been given a piece of the answer and you don't know what that word is, or in this case, what the item is. What just happened there? What's going on? What is this now? It looks like is it a boom box? Is it a spinning boom box? Am I supposed to drop down there? Okay, I guess so. I'm still holding the thing, and I suppose they want me to take it inside this mausoleum and do something with it. I've set the boombox down inside the mausoleum, and why did I do that? What's the point? That looks like almost translucent, but it's not. Trying to pound on the walls. More coffins. How about the stained glass window? Nope, nothing there. I'm hearing water flowing now. Does that have something to do with something? Do you want me to tear the boombox apart? No good. No good. Okay, maybe if I step back outdoors, something crazy will happen. We just had to put that boombox in the mausoleum because the family who are housed in there, maybe they're big music fans. And they said, our last will and testament is to have someone deliver to us a giant boombox so that we may listen to our favorite tunes all throughout eternity. And that's what it is, right there. And now they can listen to their favorite songs as they decompose into skeletal remains. If they're still there, if they've not been taken up into heaven or sent down to the abyss into an infernal hellscape. Maybe it was all for nothing. Maybe I just took that boombox there for no fucking reason. Just walk down the road some more through the foggy London streets. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I don't know. I don't know what the objective is. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Maybe I can tear right through this gate. And I can't. Fantastic. And this is as fast as we can go. We can't speed things up. We can slow them down. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Make yourself walk even slower. I suppose if you wanted this game to take an unnecessarily long amount of time, then you would just hold down shift and you can do this. You could just walk like this the whole time. I don't know why you would do that, but if you want to, the option's there for you, kiddos. Slow yourself down. Make it take an insanely long amount of time to complete whatever the task is that you're supposed to complete here. Rip and tear your way through the fucking horse shit. Hey, this is where we came from. Remember that? Now we're back here. And here's... Good gosh. Man. I'm about to fall asleep doing this. It's just... It's no direction. Now it's what? Tarped off? Is that where we went through before? Or is this a different spot? Or is it supposed to be the same spot but now tarped? Stupid ass water droplets. I've had it. I've had about enough of that. If I'd been a tester on this game, I would have been like, you guys got to get rid of that water droplet. It's like water droplet torture. You keep hearing it for no reason. It's like it's mocking you. That doesn't do anything. I mean, what's the deal? What is the deal? Here's another empty grave site. Okay, we fall down in here. And we're in a room with a table and a sitting cushion. This looks like it could be a kitchen. A strange looking house, or part of one. What maybe once was a house. In this strange crumpled dimension. With spider webs. And we'll go this ways. And hopefully we can tear through the webs at least. Hope we're that strong. Yeah. If you can tear through walls but you can't tear through webs, that'd be something else. There we go. Alright. Worked our way through. There's that eyeball staring at us. Just get rid of that stuff. Get that out of there. You need a cobweb remover. One of those little... Well, some of them are kind of big, actually. The big brushy things on the end of a pole. And you can kind of extend it out to get the cobwebs up in the corners of your ceiling. Dust off your fucking... the blades of your ceiling fan. When's the last time you did that? I'm reminding you right now, and you're saying, oh boy, Super Divorce, thanks a lot, because now I'm thinking about it. I hadn't thought about that for years, but now you just reminded me I haven't cleaned my ceiling fan blades in, oh, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. And now you're going to have to go and do it because you got company coming over for the holidays. And you start worrying about those places that no one's ever going to check, but what if they do? They're not likely to check your ceiling fan blades, but what if someone does for some reason? And they see an inch thick of dust just sitting on top of it, and they say, oh, hold the eggnog. I don't want any of your Christmas cookies. Have you seen your ceiling fan blades? Come over here. And they call attention to it, and everyone puts their food down. Ugh. People start vomiting and throwing their food in the trash. Ugh, if his ceiling fan blades are this dirty, man. I'd hate to see the kitchen conditions when he was putting these holiday treats together. Did I just tear that? Sounded like it. See, you can't give people a false tear. I know I heard a tear right there. Don't do that to people. Don't give them false clues. Especially when the clues are so few and far between anyway. Make them think they found something. Oh, play that sound. Play the tearing, ripping sound, but then don't make anything happen. See, that's bullshit. And why can't I tear this stuff right here? Why can't I tear these webs? I could tear all the other ones. Oif. Oh, shite. Knocking on the damn shit. Oh, there's the hand motion, the jazz hands again. What is that supposed to be? Why the jazz hands? Back in this room. We already been in here. See, that sounded like a rip too. But then nothing happens. You think you're hearing rips, but then no rips have occurred. What do you think of Rip Torn? Remember Rip Torn from Freddy Got Fingered? Played Tom Green's dad. One of the greatest acting performances in modern history, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I have to tear all of the webs to trigger some event. I don't know, man. This is bullshit. This is just... What are you guys making me do for Advent Day 1? You know, I feel like you want to come out of the gate with something that kind of rocking and rolling to get people excited about all the different games they're going to experience over the course of the month leading up to Christmas. You don't want to throw people into this slow, plodding, just kind of... And it's not that I don't appreciate the effort, but to kick things off? This is how you kick things off? And I just feel like perhaps a little bit more in the way of something. Some sort of heads up. As far as like what in the absolute shit is going on, what you're supposed to do. Some sort of internal dialogue that appears up on the screen, you know, where you're talking to yourself. Oh, I just discovered this, or oh, I picked up this. Maybe it goes here. Maybe it can be used for this or that. But there's nothing like that. And you're just walking around and things are so abstract looking at times you don't know what you're peering at. And so much shit looks out of place, it's not like anything really stands out as, oh, this is definitely the spot that needs ripped open. And sometimes you find things that you think need ripped open, and you do it, you hear the ripping sound, and then nothing happens. Can't tear the eyeball wall. Like, I've walked all around this damn place. And I just don't get it. I don't get the happenings here. That looks like an old chair laying on the ground. Okay, so that's not the right thing. Because here I am. They've thrown me back to the beginning of this shit again. That's how you know you didn't do it right. It's like, oh, no, try again. tear through the webbing. And you'd kind of think common sense would lead you to believe, oh, well, if there's webbing leading into this next room, they probably want me to tear through it and go into the next room. And you would think, well, I'll just keep following the fresh webs until there are no more. And that'll probably get me where I want to go. But then you get here, the end of the line, going back to the title of the Madvent event this year, Madvent Advent event. You got all these webbings, and not a single damn one of them can be torn up. The fresh... See, listen to that. Something tore just then. It just... This... Oh, is it this? Oh, I picked up some sort of bar. Okay, now I've got this in my hand. So I put this in here with the radio, with the boombox. What is this? What is it? Is that an antenna? Is that maybe what I'm looking at? A boombox and antenna? What else could I need? Batteries? Is that the puzzle that I'm supposed to solve here? We found the boombox, we found the antenna, and now I'm guessing we find batteries or power cord. So let me take my pitter-patter of little feet back out this a ways, and it's like shit, man. You know what would be helpful is blocking the player off from the area where the items have been retrieved previously. You know? Like, is this it? I went back in here and I think I found a spot. Where was it? That led me to the antenna. It wasn't that one. Was it down here? Or maybe on the other side? Let's see. Is this... Alright, where are we now? A new place. We're inside some sort of home. Or what is this? Is a theater? Are we in a theater right now? An old-fashioned theater? What are we looking at? Can that be ripped? Nope. Again, big problems with that. False clues, I don't like them. Hey! Looks like you could tear this right open. Looks like a nice present just waiting for you, but it's not. It's a trick. So we're in a theater or a church or some other shit, and we got some webbing that we can tear. A certain amount of it. I don't know if we can tear it all. Maybe they should just made a game where you're opening Christmas presents. That might have been just as entertaining. Though once you pick up the pace, it is a little more fun. I would prefer allowing the player to actually run at a full sprint. I think that would be good. Just because the game does move at a kind of plodding pace. Not saying that that's always wrong. But I mentioned previously that I think part of my problem with that is that it's like, what do I have now? This, it doesn't look like we're holding, these aren't batteries. What do we have now? Boulders? What's this gonna do for us? What are we gonna do with these? Whatever they are.
Kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him. For the hour of his judgment is come. For the hour of his judgment is come. And worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. Saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him. For the hour of his judgment is come.
Assassinación completo y la ingan perverse lipsis la ginde groundwork for the annihilation of all evil.
To be continued. In RIVP Part 2. Okay, well. Day 1 is complete, I suppose, of the Madvent number 4, end of the line. I was going to say end of the road, but it's end of the line. And next time, tomorrow, this one's from Santa, is what's on deck. So we'll come back and check that out next time. Alright? Merry Christmas, everybody! Kind of a slow start. I hope that Advent Day 2, Madvent Day 2, is a little more high octane, a little more energetic than that. Not saying that that one shouldn't have been included. I'm not saying it was complete garbage, but I think it's like if you buy a new album from your favorite band and they start the damn thing off with a really slow. Well, some bands that might make sense, okay? If they're a kind of slower, more melodic, easy listening, smooth jazz type band, if that's what you're into, you would expect the first song to be smooth and laid back, laissez-faire. But if you bought the new hard rock album from your favorite hard rock group, and they started off with a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute ballad that just puts you to snooze, then maybe they should have saved that song for the end of the record. Or somewhere in the middle, but you wouldn't want to start that way, and that's how I feel about Madvent Day 1. RIVP. Until next time, everyone, take real good care, keep kicking ass, love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Merry Christmas.